Hi, my name is Trudy MacDonald. I'm the Managing Director of TalentCode HR. In this video, I wanted to share with you some practical tips around how to rethink your current performance review process. Specifically, if your organisation is engaging in annual performance reviews, it's worth recognising that this practice is one of the most antiquated management practices that still exist today. And it would be no surprise that most managers and employees don't feel particularly fond of the process. So let's explore why the annual performance review is not that effective. First of all, even though managers will tell you that I talk to my people all the time or on a regular basis, it's worth asking a deeper question, which is, what do you talk to your people about? And what I typically hear when I ask that question is that the conversation is very transactional. It's about the issue of the moment or short-term goals that people are working on. However, at the end of the day, if your organisation is structured well, you will have every member of your organisation with a clear set of KPIs, goals, and objectives that they need to deliver throughout the year. Likewise, they will also have clarity around the behaviours that are expected of them in their relevant roles that will help them succeed at their best. Now, these regular conversations that managers are having with their team members typically don't capture those two critical agenda items. So what's been the shift in thinking around accountability and performance conversations? The first thing to think about is, how do we engage our staff so that the conversations that we're having with them serve to create higher levels of engagement and motivation so that individuals want to be high performers and want to actually achieve the goals and objectives that we've designed with them? With that thinking, it's important to recognize that people need role clarity. They need regular feedback around how they're going, and that's both positive and constructive developmental feedback. They need to be rewarded and recognized for their contributions, and they need to know that they've got a sense of future with your organization, and that links back to their own professional development and careers. Now, imagine if you can take all of those concepts and actually wrap that into a different way of holding people accountable. So here's what I recommend, and here's what I've seen work exceptionally well across medium to small size businesses. Number one, think about this concept of continuous performance conversations. Let's not wait for the annual review, but rather shift the mindset that we're catching people doing great things as they occur. And likewise, when we see opportunities for improvement or development, let's have a really constructive conversation around that as well. So what this means is managers actually take on the mindset that they're a coach rather than a manager who's focused on driving accountability. The second thing is to implement a more structured framework where there's regular, meaningful conversations around the things that matter when it comes to accountability. Specifically, what I recommend is a concept of quarterly check-ins or quarterly catch-ups. Now, what's critical with these quarterly meetings is that they're, number one, informal, and secondly, structured. And that's the most effective combination of styles if you want to get people comfortable, but also get the outcomes that you're looking for. So structured, and what that means is there's a very clear agenda, and informal, and that means we're not filling out documents, we're not rating each other, but rather we're having a very focused, authentic conversation. Now, what are the points on this agenda? What I recommend for your consideration are 3 key points. Number one, how are you tracking against your objectives and the outcomes that are critical to your success in the role? Agenda item number 2 is, let's talk about behaviors and values and where you can be developing to help you be the best that you can be in your role. And then the third agenda item is, what's next? The mindset shift here is, let's move away from annual development goals that inevitably never really get executed to this concept of 90-day plans or 90-day outlooks that can be used to hold people accountable. So that's the current thinking in relation to accountability and performance management. If you're interested in practically implementing this within your business and upskilling your managers and leaders to be able to have these effective conversations, don't hesitate to reach out to us. We'd be delighted to have a chat with you. Thank you.